Well, hey, friends, this is Darnell coming to you from the beautiful Bedrock Ministry studio with AM in America. It is Monday morning, my friends, rolling into a new week. We are on a journey here through Psalm 119, 176 verses, taking it one day, one verse at a time, and we are on verse number 126. Interesting verse. The psalmist says here, "It is time for the Lord to act, for your law has been broken." What the psalmist is doing here is he's appealing for God to act against all of the things that are wrong in the world and all of the people that could continue to perpetuate this life of complete disregard for God and God's perfect plan. So this has happened at points in our history, the history of the world. Obviously, one of the greatest examples was the Great Flood, where God, said enough is enough, and that's why we ended up with Noah's Ark and that whole story. But the Bible is clear. God says in His Word, "I will not strive with man forever." Now, yes, God is love, and God is a long-suffering and gracious God who desires all to come to the saving faith in Jesus Christ, to be reconciled to God. The Bible's clear. God takes no pleasure in the destruction of the wicked. But nevertheless, at the same time, God, in His omniscience, knowing everything and having perfect foreknowledge, it can see in advance and know in advance that the majority of people, given free will choice, will choose to reject Him, will choose a life without God. They make a choice to live. We all have this choice before us. We either embrace God, we want more of God, we want to know more about Him, we want Him to be in our lives, and more importantly, to lead and direct our life, or we don't. That is a choice that we all make. But the fact of the matter is that the majority of people choose to reject God and to live and to essentially be their own God, and that's just a reality. But that's not God's ultimate plan, and that's certainly not where things will end up. One day God will have His way. We will have a world where Jesus alone rules and reigns. We will see a time when there is no more sin, and sin will be completely done away with, and all wickedness and all of the wicked, those that reject God, will be will be gone. They'll be vanished into a lake of fire, a place where God is not, and none of His grace and none of His blessings will be there. That is for certain. So that day is coming. The psalmist is saying, "Hey, it's time." And my friends, this is a warning, really, because we are quickly approaching the time when we will see God act in a very demonstrative way. I actually like the amplified version once again of this verse. It says, "It is time for the Lord to act. They have frustrated your law." God's word is perfect, and if we ever found it within us to live perfectly according to God's word, we would then see the results of that. We would see the consequences of that, and nothing but good would come out of that. It frustrates the law of God. It renders the word void when people make a conscious decision to rebel against God. So if you and I want to see the power of the word implemented into our lives, then we need to conform to the word. But make no mistake, even as the psalmist is pleading to God, hey, it's time to act. That time is coming. That's the purpose of this website and of our ministry at AmericaInBibleProphecy.com, is because God has revealed what that's going to look like when God does finally step in and say, enough is enough. This is the time for you and I to embrace God and to receive the grace and love that He has for us. Hey, this is Darnell coming to you from the beautiful Bedrock Ministry studio. Now let's go change the day.